Recap family, I'm back again for another recap. And this one right here, boy, me I tell you something, you can't trust people, you know. And anybody you can't trust, you know, not even if them carry the title pastor. And the reason why we say that is because in this episode, this lady is talking about how, you know, she was doing some building and she wanted somebody she could trust on her property. So she figured say her pastor would be that person. And it turned out, not even the pastor she can't trust. People, I'm going to make you take a listen to this one. And then, you can talk to me in the comment section. Zane, come make you do it.
In 2015, I was doing my house and knowing that I didn't want to get any and everybody to do it because I am a Christian. So I didn't just want to get anybody. My pastor, who is a what you call it, is a contractor. I call him to do the house because, as I said, I didn't want any ganja smoke on my compound, no, but indecent language. So, being the pastor that I think he is or should be, I got him to do the work job. He said he'll get his friend, but I thought I didn't know the friend. I know him, but I didn't know the friend. And he came. He bring the friend along, and they were there. My husband, I was in Jamaica at the time, and my husband was in the States. Knowing my husband, when he's doing anything, he take from a pin to an anchor. Everything that he need, he shipped off a container with everything, causing over $1 million to ship and clear. And he was there, everything came, and they were there. No, after the pastor bring the friend there, I didn't even like him. It was like a suspicious, not looking at him. It to me it draws some suspicion. But anyway, people are people, and you can just look at somebody and know them. But anyway, I get around to him, and we were there. Unstoppable. After the container came, my husband bring electrical appliances, building material, everything what you think of. Everything, because he was planning on selling some. Because he even goes as far as to say whenever he retires, he could have some to sell. And make back some of his money. Alright. I am not the type of person who nobody came to my house away from the kids, me and myself, and they were there, so I don't expect any. It's not like anybody any stranger came in and break their house. They have the privilege to go to and from because they are working in the house. Unstoppable, not checking on him because they come in the day, leave, and I didn't check the material to see what was the things that were there, what were missing, or anything. They would come, they would go. One day, my husband called me and asked me to look for. One of his friend came down and he had something to sell him. So he called me and said to me, "Let's look, see where what is what." When I went there, I didn't see it. I called him back and I said, "Man, you didn't send." He said, "Yes, because I have everything that I sent down. I write them down so he can't miss on anything." Unstoppable. I went and I searched and we look, nothing. To my surprise, that was not only that, a lot of things were missing. So it's a lot of things were missing, and there is nobody else there who I can point finger to. Only the pastor friend. Unstoppable. This and it's like after before I go even that far, it was like he used to after he left work, he tried to be friendly. He would came in the evening and would sit on the fence and would talk and then would leave. I think he had left, but probably when we gone inside, no, he would look like he came back and threw what he want next door and took them up.
So because of your pastor, you feel like your pastor would recommend somebody, reputable?
Yes, because he said it is his best friend.
All right. Now,
yes.
Did they actually start the work and you were pleased with the work in the beginning or anything like that?
Unstoppable, yes, because I can tell you he can work good. I wouldn't take that from him. He can work good.
Mm-hmm.
I was pleased with the work, and it was going on well. Everything was going.
So, all right. You mentioned that they had access to come and go. Who did you leave the key with? Your pastor or the man who do the work on the house?
No, both of them would come, unstoppable. Both of them would go. But after a while now, this man, which is the pastor's friend, becomes so friendly. And after leaving work, sometimes he would come back and he'd sit on the wall. You understand me? And there, and like we would chit chat, you know. But all right, going back, like after he would say he leave, but not knowing that was the thing, he had access to come back to take the things. So if you understand what I mean, how you getting at what? Yes. So unstoppable. One of the time now was I start missing some things, and but wasn't even thinking of him. Probably say we misplaced or things like that. Unstoppable. One day, my son and I alone was there, and before that, every one of us in the house have a key because sometimes no one is. So everybody come back and forth. My daughter said to me one day, "Mommy, I can't find the key." So not taking it for anything. Unstoppable. My son and I alone was there one Friday night. He was in his room. I was in mine. It was about 12 going to 1 o'clock. And he rushed in my room and he said to me, Mommy. I said, somebody got down the passage. And the back of it looked like X. And I said, Mom, I probably a dream. He said, Mommy, no, I wasn't dreaming. And I'm not sleeping. I just saw the shadow go down the passage.
Mm-hmm.
When he get up and he go to the passage door, going to the garage, it was the door. It just push up. It didn't lock back. And unstoppable. I still didn't take it for anything. Because I even start blaming my son and I said, listen, man, probably you're dreaming and you did lock the door. I said, Mommy, I closed the door. Unstoppable. Even then.
So the person that your son say he saw, that's your pastor's friend.
That's my pastor's not only friend, his best friend.
After midnight. In a night.
After midnight.
So was there anything missing out of the house at that time when your son say him see somebody coming out?
Unstoppable to all the house set up. You have a part where like you have the washroom, they have another room, like it's a storeroom. So I didn't even pass unstoppable, but I did the truth. I don't know if I'm donkey or I didn't even still check because all in my mind I was saying my son didn't close the door. And maybe he was dreaming, and I keep saying that, but I didn't check. Unstoppable. It went on and on till after my husband told me to look for the things that he said I should look for. I didn't see them, and I even started blaming myself. Listen, my dog him say yes, I bring them. He even have some walk up unstoppable. 6 of the walker go missing. He carries some electrical tools, all those go missing. And things begin to go missing and missing and missing. Till one day I brought it to the attention of my pastor and I said, listen, these things go missing and nobody's coming here to the house. It's only you and X. He said to me, so what? So what X would I do with them? I said, I don't know, but if I'm here, only my son is here, and my son do not even know the first thing what to do with these, and they are going missing. The house is not breaking too, so it must be XY. Unstoppable from there, like him start get vexed and When him ready, him come and him do work, and when him ready, him don't come. All
So,
right.
all right, you go to your pastor, but did you actually confront the man yourself and say, listen, I'm missing some, or you just was hoping that your pastor would handle it because, he's the one who recommended him?
Unstoppable. That's it. I wouldn't because he is his friend and he'd recommend him. I think he would do the right thing and go to him. I said, listen, me, X says she's missing, whatever. Nothing. He didn't say anything. But before that, Unstoppable. One day he came to me and at that time his son just passed his G's, whatever you call it, G's or whatever, pep. And he said to me, he want $2,000 to borrow. That is my pastor's friend. I said, okay. I lent him the $2,000.
No, but before you continue, no. Before you continue, so only did get that kind of build that kind of relationship that he was able to call you and want borrow money and things like that?
Unstoppable because he's working there. No, as I said, he used to come by. So when he's at the house, and he just said to me, because so he said to me, whenever time he gets his money, he'll give me back the money. Unstoppable. He didn't.
No, but you see, we understand. You sound like you're generous, and that's what I pick up from you.
Unstoppable, and that is what get me where I am today. I am too generous.
But wait there. Listen what me
That's
I say.
it.
Listen what me I say now, right? I understand him there and him a work for you, but business a business. You understand? Him a work for you. It should never get to where I say, all right, say, boy, more. But hold on. Somebody asked a very valid question, which I would think it's 2,000 US. The viewers will have to know if you mean 2,000 US dollars.
None. It wasn't 2,000 US. It was 2,000 Jamaican dollars.
Okay,
not US.
Not that makes sense.
Not
if you borrow
US.
your money,
No, it was 2,000 Jamaican dollars.
All right. So continue. You say you borrow your money, your $2,000, and what happened after that?
And it wasn't forthcoming. So I said to him, what oh, okay, I can't get it, my $2,000. I'm sorry. When I get paid, let me get it. When I get, I pay the pastor, and the pastor pay him. One day I paid the pastor and I said to him, listen, can I get my $2,000? Him said, him not have it with him because him having son and a lot of things, and I didn't get it at the same time. I said to the pastor, listen, I lend X. He was even there too when I lent him the $2,000. And I said to him, listen, remember when I lent X the $2,000 and until now I don't get it back. Him say, he should let you get it back. And I said, I don't get it back. That's where it all ends. That's where it all ends. I didn't get it. Unstoppable. And I just call it a date and I said, listen, he couldn't get nothing else from me to borrow. Because it looked like it don't pay debt. It is still coming on and off and on off and on off. Till when we start come down to it now, Unstoppable, where I find out that more things are missing, and I said to his friend, listen, a lot of things are now missing. What happened? Him said to me, say, oh, I'm friend and him and my friend as the type of person there. Oh Lord have mercy. Unstoppable. Where I was, him approach me with it. Unstoppable. It's like I was doing something wrong. I was saying something wrong. And it's like even when I go to church, this man don't even speak to me.
Well, you said the pastor now a malice because you approach him, boy, you think them are missing out of your house.
Yes, Unstoppable. This man who don't speak to me. If he's even in church and he's preaching and he coming down the aisles, even then that road that I am in, you dare not pass where I am. And I am not lying, I am telling you the truth. I have no reason to lie. Unstoppable, it's keep going on and going and going.
So what was Sunday service like when you go to church? What was Sunday service like when pastor go up on pulpit and I preach?
When pastor go up pulpit and preach, man, him preach till him sweat. And I would sit there because I wasn't even feeling this man anymore. But I still attend church. I remember before there was a lock. You know the thing that you use on cut out, like you can put on a door lock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was one there, and he took it. That time, you know, I didn't even, that time things I didn't even know that this man was so dishonest. And I said to the pastor, tell X that I need the something to lock the door. He said, and him go to him and him ask him. And the following Sunday, I said, did you ask him for it? He said, yes. Him say, no, have it. And that was it. And in that same tone, and I'm unstoppable, I'm telling you that it was the Sunday after the man done preach until him sweat, until him change his shirt.
And still a malice you.
And still a malice. Unstoppable, and that was the same Sunday. It was what you call it, communion, the Sunday evening. And unstoppable, to tell you the truth, I didn't even take it. And from that day until now, I do not take communion. I do not.
So you ever go upon the pulpit and show a word upon you subliminally? You ever experience
No,
like
not on me, but you do it to other members. One day though, and stop here this part, one day he was in church. And he was preaching at the top. But if you have your friend and whatever your friend do, whatever, nobody can tell me anything bad about my friend, and I believe. Unstoppable, that must be me, because I was telling him something about a friend.
well, lad, so after you tell him, say, you know, you want him to confront him friend about the things that we are missing and your money we him borrow, him go up on the pulpit, go preach, say nobody can come tell him nothing about him friend.
But him friend. Unstoppable, me lie that you have no reason to lie. But unstoppable, hear this. No, hear the part. You have it's not a church where you have a lot of working class people there, but you have a lot of skilled workers there. And I always say to myself, why doesn't he get a member from the church to even give them a day or two? He would never. And he's only his best friend. Is only his best friend, and no member of the church will ever give them even a day work. I remember it so happens that one day this man, because I know the nature of me, unstoppable, and he know that I love kids. One day he approached me and he said his wife was going away. His wife, and there is nothing for the kids. And unstoppable, I because I love kids dearly, you know, I have this. If you tell me something about a child, no matter how tough and no matter how much swear from is a child, it bring me down so soft. And he said, listen, me, there's nothing for the kids and whatever. Unstoppable, I lent him $3,000. Me mean after the take the $2,000, you know, unstoppable, and me not get it back, but I just call that a date. And my husband trust him something, so it boil up to $30,000. So I say, listen, man, my husband keep calling me. I said to me, say, what? Tell X to give me money, because me want my money. So I said, with this, I just give me the money. And then beat around the bush. I approach his friend again. That time he stopped working at the house now, because everything started getting serious. I said to his friends, listen, your friend have some money, so what? I'm going to get my money. He said him did work somewhere and he get some and he pay him. So if I call him and ask him. I call him and I ask him. And him swear, I would even say take God off of the cross, because if I take God off of the cross, it would be a good thing. This man swear say him no get no money, and him friend a tell lie cause him friend. And some people you ever know big man tell lie, them tell life in nothing.
Hold on.
That's in
The pastor best friend, I tell you, say him not get no money from the pastor. And the
funny,
pastor tell us
funny
him pay him.
pastor, funny friend. And I say, if him say to me, say, he can't tell you that, man. Him can never tell you that because I am a PM. Unstoppable. But I said to him, he said, don't get no money because him friend and the man will work for Fallout and he don't get any money. I said, really? I go back to the pastor and he said, he can't tell me that. I said, right. I said to him, well, let me get my money or I'm going to take him to court.
But hold on, before you continue, Fear asks a question over there on Facebook. I may agree with Fear. Fear say, but if him never give about the first 2,000, why you even consider if you go even give him more?
Unstoppable. If unstoppable, I ask myself the same question. Maybe I am stupid. I don't know, but as I tell you, because it is a child and it's children, and I said, listen, we probably need it.
Yeah, but remember, once bitten, twice shy. You should
Twice
know
shy.
that.
Once bitten, twice shy.
You should have never walk down the path there again if you know say you're learning something and him
But
give you back.
unstoppable. I even the kids, even my kids even say, "Mommy, but you shouldn't do what you do." But they say, "Listen, man, probably." Unstoppable. Even though I can't even come, and I say, "Why did I do it?"
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
all right. So somebody on YouTube asks a question. Them say if you ever all these things was going missing, you suspect that the man a thief the things them. Did you at any point put up a camera anywhere upon the property?
No, I did not because I didn't put up a camera. Didn't.
Why?
And it unstoppable. I didn't call it. I didn't call to mind and putting up a camera. It didn't come to me and putting up one. Believe me, I don't know, but it didn't come to me to put up one. When I said to the pastor, listen, if I cannot get my money, I'm gonna take him to court. He said to me, so why do anything you want to do? I did it. But to be the stupid person I am, and I call myself stupid. When I lent him the money, unstoppable, I should have give him a receipt that I should have keep one. But no, I didn't. Anyway, I take him to court and it continued. Unstoppable, tell you the truth. Well, you know what? How when the judge asked him, do you ever borrow any money from him? He said, no, never.
Man, sound like
Unstoppable. I was in court. And I feel like if the place could have opened and take me unstoppable, I would have made it hurt so mean. Believe me.
And there was alright. So these money borrowing conversations, were they via phone call, in person, text messages, WhatsApp? What were they? How was these conversations happening?
When I call him for my money, 2 times there was a phone call.
No, I mean when Ima asked to borrow the money. When Ima asked to borrow the money, was it in person? Was it text message? Was it phone call? How did that go down?
It was in person, and he approached me. They were doing some construction on the church, and we were there, and he come to me and said to me, if I could lend him, I said, listen, I don't have any money with me, but I have some money, and it's not mine, but I will lend it. It's all right, because I'm a work for the church now, if you get some money. So unstoppable. After all these things, I didn't even know him. After all these things, I said to about 3 persons, and they said, listen, man, you're late. If I XY that the man that you know what they call him, Mr. Barrows, because I saw him borrowing him, don't him even approach my mother-in-law, unstoppable, which is an 80-year-old woman who a pacemaker in her, and he borrow money from her and he don't give it back to her.
No, man, it look like you wanna adapt this man as part of the family, man. Cause me not understand how him get so comfortable.
No, unstoppable. My mother-in-law is not living with me. But him know my mother-in-law. Well, and him go to her with the same hard luck story. Same one in kids. He kid then have no snacks and him borrow money.
Oh, and before you
So
continue, let me say this. Alison, I see where you're saying how much is US Jamaican 2,000 Jamaican to US. You see, my thing is, and she said it started at 2,000, but I think you said it went up to $30,000 loaned out, right?
yeah, no, yeah, that yes, unstoppable. After it, before we even know that where it come to the 30,000, before we even know that this man wasn't honest, my husband came down
Right,
and
but let me just
he
address
did
that first
something.
before you continue. Let me just address that
Mhm.
first. All right, so it don't really matter how much it is, right? It's the principle. You understand?
That's it, unstoppable.
It's the
That's
it's
the
the
whole thing
principle.
about it.
So it could have been
Be-
it could be $10 Jamaican. If you borrow me $10, return it. If you tell me say I borrow it, return it. You understand what I say? It's the whole principle. It doesn't matter how much it is, right? So if him borrow the lady money and she give it to him with a willing heart and a kind heart, right? He should be man enough and honest enough to say, you know what, me borrow this money, here it is, thank you so much, right? And then have the heart to come back and borrow more again. It make it even worse, right? But what makes it even worse than that is the fact that she bring him a court and the man go stand up in front of her and the judge and lie and say him no borrow no money for her, right?
Him say, just asking him say never with attitude, unstoppable with attitude in a never.
All right, continue, go right along now.
And yes, I was saying he went to my mother-in-law one, and my mother-in-law is 80 and the old. This woman not working. Her husband died. Her husband like a pension, and her kids have to support her. And him go to this elderly woman and he borrow money. For same in kids they need snack and them not have no snack. My mother-in-law said she lend him the money, and she because she knows what I call about it. As long after no, she said to me one day, I went by the house and I said, "What a mess." And I was talking and she said, "Ex come here about 3 weeks now and borrow money from me, you know." And I say, "I'm okay back and give me when me see motor road in high as like in many I went for in high. Unstoppable. Until now, I can't even tell my husband and I can't tell my in laws nothing. I have to keep it because she make me say, do not tell them. Unstoppable. And this man go around and doing the same thing over and over. I keep asking if unstoppable. There was some worker there. 6 worker was there and them gone. Unstoppable. I have 2 ring, one for me and one for my sister. And unstoppable. The ring then gone. Because when the house was working and then it was easy access, like going through out. So unstoppable, I don't know what time this man find time to search up call me something them and me touring gone.
So what your husband had to say about this matter?
Unstoppable. My husband listening even though he's frustrated. This man sometime him said to me when I even bring it up, he said, listen, don't even talk about it anymore. Don't even talk about it. Because if when I think about it, I feel like I would do some evil things. And the reason being, my husband is even an officer. So, myself, listen, I don't even want to put me in the dirty of my hands because I can do it, but I don't, so I just try to forget it.
Now, listen to this. Let me ask you this other question now. So, when you go a court, right, before you even go to court, I know you say you talk to the pastor, you tell the pastor say you might have to bring him to court, but did you have a conversation with this man and say, listen me, I don't want to bring you to court, but if I have to, then I will, right? You have a conversation like that with him?
I have a conversation with him, I confront him,
And why him
I call him sometime when him sit, sometimes when him sit, he doesn't answer phone anymore. When I go to his house, until one time I seek and I seek until I find out where he was living, and I went there. When I asked the wife even touch the wife, tell me, say, listen, man, this man a thief. Don't the wife tell me that. And him best friend say him don't know him as no thief. The wife said to me, say, I can't trust him. because she said this, she even called far to me and say she was here do poultry rearing, and she said, oh, yeah, chicken them to somebody, and him go there and him collect the money and him spend it, and when she asked him about it, him swear say him didn't collect any money.
Hmm.
And his best friend say him don't know him as that. In January, I went to Jamaica after everything, cause because and to clear everything. I called this man and I said to him, listen, man, X Y, and what it happened. This man looked at me and said, I don't know him as that. I don't know him as. I said, listen, you don't really know him as. You don't know him as that. And I was staring in my eye. I said, you don't know him as that. Maybe you don't know him, but other people know him. And come around and he said to me, then he already pay up himself now, unstoppable. And then me a tell about X, me know that
Your pastor said that?
And I wouldn't be lying unto you, unstoppable. I have no, and I keep saying I have no reason to lie because it would put me nowhere. And I just shook my head and I just said, really? And even then, even when he told me so unstoppable, this man still not this not pleased with me. This man don't talk to me away from him. I call him and I explain to him, and him still we don't talk, and like all we used to talk from this thing happen. But I thought we are not a neutral ground.
Hmm.
We are not a neutral ground. So as is saying this to say that and stuff is not everybody who used to take up them Bible and go up there and preach like Paul. You are to trust.
Now yeah, we'll go another episode, right? If you want to listen to the rest of what was shared, click the link in the description. It will take you on over to Unstoppable Live, where you can listen to everything in its entirety. When you go over there, you know what to do already. Hit that subscribe button, turn on all notifications. So once we go live, you will be able to participate in whatever topic we are having at the time. And also, remember, hit the subscribe button right here up on the recap channel. That would be appreciated as well. And if you're watching on Facebook, hit that follow button and give it a share. Seeing? Watch ya. Until the next Unstoppable Recap, stay strong, stay motivated, but most of all, please remain unstoppable.